Here's a question for you.
Okay.
What problem is marriage meant to solve? Now, before you answer it, I'll give you some background. I'm watching Diary of a CEO, and he's got this attorney on. I think he was a divorce attorney, and he was talking about advising some of his clients regarding prenups. And he talked about divorce and how uh, these guys that have a lot of money, when the next one come in that they're going to marry, and how the situation was not like the last one where it was a big mess and this person different, this, that, and the other. So it's his job to advise them about prenups and what should be in there and how to write them up and all that good stuff. So we were talking about marriage in general, and he posed the question, that question, what problem is marriage designed to solve? And both of them went into the deer in headlights type of syndrome, like, and when I thought about it, I was like, uh, so the question to you, what problem is marriage designed to solve?
Um, I can see why that would send you in a deer in headlights. Um, what problem? That's a very good question because a lot of people don't have problems before they get married. A lot of times the problems don't come until after marriage. Why is that? I don't have the answer to that either. But what problem? Hmm. What problem is marriage designed? Now I could go a little biblical.
Sure. Why
It
don't you?
it's a it's supposed to keep you from fornicating, adultery, and adultery, I should say. The two that I can think of right up top of my head. But nowadays, marriage don't even keep you from doing that. So I can't I don't have an answer.
My thing is this, there isn't an answer for it. And that's why it's the deer in headlights type of syndrome, because when you sit back and think about it, there isn't an answer for it because marriage wasn't designed to solve any problem.
No,
Marriage is designed for order.
I can agree with that.
It was designed for order. It was not designed to solve a problem. It was designed to give you order. And with that order is the structure of family,
Okay,
right?
I can see that.
And now this is all my view. So all you keyboard warriors, go into your good books or wherever it is, and it says here in the good books and this, that, and the other, and I'm gonna answer it in taking that road of it, all your good books, right?
Mm-hmm.
The majority of that stuff is man-made. That says it was with divine creation.
Okay.
And I don't care what good book it is. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. See, this is where people always get their shit all mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a matter of something being right or wrong. What I do is look at origins and
Mm-hmm.
understanding of the world and people.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to your good books, whatever they are,
Correct.
right? When
Correct.
you're talking about origins, they'll all be talking about whoever was divinely inspired to write whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that may be, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But through the years of divine inspiration, you always got some people in there with some bullshit mixing it up,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So deciphering what is divinely inspired and some bullshit that got cooked up in the mix, that's the task of modern man.
Okay.
Some people, it hurts their brain to think that far into it, and they just take it for face value and they transfer it on to the next generation at
Mm-hmm.
face value,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm being long-winded with this because I can. So the the whole problem of it is, and it's not a problem, it's just an
Mm-hmm.
observation,
Okay.
right? It's just an
Right.
observation. And I started to look at this thing from different vantage points of different cultures and their ceremonies and how they proceed in the whole practice of it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
different from one culture to another. Again, not wrong,
Right.
not right. It's just a cultural practice that's made for order in that culture. That's all it is,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether I particularly choose to believe in it, indulge in it, or whatever, that's a whole different question. And like I said, I'm not calling the practice right, wrong, or indifferent, and I'm not dumping on it or anything like that. I'm just looking at it for what it is. And if
Okay.
and if you like it and love it, that's cool. But where I have the problem of it is that when you try to tell me that this is the way I'm supposed to approach it, and I'm telling you, no, I don't feel that.
Okay.
Just leave me alone. I leave you alone. I don't feel that.
Right.
And you still are pressing, saying that I'm wrong about that. No, I'm not wrong about anything.
Mm-hmm.
know, that's where I get riled up at. But on the surface and things like that, no, I don't care about it. But the gentleman posed the question. That's how we got here, and I was like, you can't answer that question because it's not something that is a problem that was meant to be solved in some kind of way.
All right.
You know, that makes sense to you?
It does. It does. Because like I said, you don't have a problem before marriage because if you have a problem before marriage, then why are you getting married? So most problems don't arise until after marriage, but then there's some marriages you don't even have to have a problem. It just works well. You just blend like that
Mm-hmm.
where,
Hmm. Well, and those whole things of becoming one and um, having family structure and having the order design so that the family is well cared for and
mm-hmm,
to give the parties involved guidelines and this, that, and the other. Like I said, I get it. I
mm-hmm,
definitely get it. But I do have to acknowledge the fact that a lot of that was cooked up by man who they say are inspired
mm-hmm,
divinely.
mm-hmm.
So then I go to the question, so I'm not divinely inspired?
Are you asking me, are you divinely inspired?
Well, I know the answer to that.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to answer then.
Sure, give him the answer. I'm
No,
sure.
you already got the answer, so there's no need for me to answer.
No, but it's all opinion based anyway. So I
It
can
is.
say that the writers of all those good books, right, weren't
Right.
divinely inspired. They're just some regular motherfuckers who wanted to try to manipulate human beings.
Could be. I
Yeah,
get what you're
I'm
saying.
just saying.
I,
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
I do. I
So am I divinely inspired?
Are you?
I don't know what's your opinion.
I believe you are. I really do.
Uh-huh.
I do.
Hmm.
All jokes and pettiness aside, I really do.
Uh, I believe you are too.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
then, in the words of Big Frida, you already know. So, okay.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay.